Hi there, I'm Tish with Starlove Healing. I'm here to do the North Node and Aries collective energy reading. So that would mean that if your North Node is in Aries, this is for you. I do North Node readings because I feel like that is your destiny, your fated path, and basically the whole purpose of why you're here. So I feel like that would be the best reason to get a reading, right? Figure out what the most important thing on your destiny is at this point. Maybe that'll help clear up some of the excess noise that you might be focusing on that really isn't a big deal, right? But yet you do resonate with something that is, so you go down that path rather than, let's say, a different situation. Okay, so what else? I don't know. It feels like there was something else I was supposed to say, but oh well. This, I've already pulled a couple oracle cards just to be able to like kind of move through this reading. We will do tarot together though. All right, what do we got here? Okay, I gotta censor this. Okay, desires, goals, passion, craving, and fulfillment. That's a steamy card. But I love that because anytime there's freeness in cards, it's very much a sign of just needing to be free, being vulnerable, being open. So, okay. And then we've got connection, universal oneness, love, interconnection, and support. Okay, I love those two together. Because usually desires, anything we're super passionate about, um, specifically in this kind of energy, has someone else involved, right? So I'm glad that you're attached to them, right? Okay, and then we've got the communication, speak up and be heard. Ooh, this feels like something that's been a long overdue with that message in a bottle. Something that's been trapped and thrown away to try to forget about. Kind of like, oh, I'm going to throw this energy, this feeling, this message, I'm going to throw it away so I don't have to think about it. I'm going to package it up and I'm going to throw it to the ocean. And if the universe wants it to happen, then they'll bring it to so. But it doesn't take a very short amount of time for that message to get that in that bottle to make its way to another land source, right? So this is something that's been a long overdue. Divine timing, like you've been waiting patiently or someone has been waiting patiently for this message. But I really love how these are both, all three of these, communication, connection, and desires. That is in itself just beautiful because that kind of really means that, what am I trying to say? What is the, I don't know, I just keep feeling like I'm seeing like little love bubbles from like a cartoon, right? Um, those only come like, oh, the other person can't see it, but you are emitting it, emitting it, or they are. But there is this aura of love. Now, if someone's like sharing it, I don't know because the communication card is here and it's long overdue. So I have this really strong feeling it hasn't, um, but it's still there, whether you want it to or be or not. Because even if this isn't you, this is someone coming at you when you're going to have to figure out how you respond. Sometimes we don't want that, like we're kind of like you're probably scanning your brain right now going, oh, who would I want to even contact me again? And sometimes that list goes to 0, right? I feel ya. But if you were to, now we'll find out if this is a surprise or if you've gotten some quantum entanglement nudges that this person is still holding on or you're still holding on. We'll get to that. I mean, this is a collective, so it's kind of like it could be both, right? Or for your situation, it's one way. For another person's situation, it's the opposite. But somebody here has something to say. Okay? Let's see. Oh, there was one more thing I was supposed to say. I mean, I'm recording this in November. That does not mean that this will apply when you watch it in for whatever time, but the energy I'm pulling is kind of like right now, even though it doesn't matter when you see it. But we're about to go into Mercury retrograde. It's, I think, the last one for this year. So that usually kind of means that things that need to be wrapped up get revisited so that they can have some closure. Both people, right? Especially if you've got that quantum entanglement. Leave me alone. So that in those times, Mercury retrograde is chef's kiss because you do get some sort of energetic closure that you need. Okay. What does desires, connection, and communication mean for North Node and Aries? Thank you. Okay. We've got 3 cards. Strength. Major Arcana, meaning this is a big deal. This is a big cycle that you're going through. And I love this card because if you look at this, this is a hippopotamus's, her hat, I'm doing it backwards, sorry. Her hat right here goes into like a hippopotamus profile, and you know hippos. They seem docile, right? If you just look at them, you're like, how can that even be a powerful animal? But they are highly, what's the word for it? Like dangerous animals. So, what are we supposed to take from that? I don't think anyone should be worried about someone being highly dangerous. That's not what I'm feeling, but it is in the sense of like, you can hold power that is docile looking. So that means you know when you should pounce and when you know when you should just be easygoing. Maybe that is a very big strength test right now. Interesting. And then we got 10 of Cups and Princess of Cups. Harmony and dreams. So this is minor arcana, meaning this is like kind of your daily energy. So whatever's creating this strength, powerful, like overcoming energy, is going to be kind of rooted in a situation with harmony and dreams. But oh, I love this. It's kind of like, even though this is just a Page of Cups, right? This is a message. A message. But it's something that you might be receiving or giving. But I love this because if you were to imagine this, this is kind of like, feels like 9 of Cups, right? Because when you're having 9 of Cups, it's like personal autonomy of love, self-love, being complete on your own. if this woman were to add her 1 cup to this, then it would make 10. Oh God, I'm sorry, 10 cups. I really feel like there's this moment where you have done so much growth that you've gone from 9 of cups to 10 of cups, meaning mutual harmony with others. Maybe, this is what I'm hearing too, you finally are able and capable of being in a good place to be able to not only give but receive this harmony. Yeah. And again, this is an intuitive message. Just because that wasn't the cards here, that doesn't mean that that's not what the energy is feeling. I really feel like you have, or they have, however you're feeling this resonates, they have really overcome some seriously big energy to rise into their own power. And with that comes the capability of being a good partner. But there's some desire for a connection here and wanting to be someone's harmony, someone's peace, someone's balance. And it's been, I feel like with this major arcana with the 10 here, it's at the completion. There's not going to be some sort of like, sorry, something flew on me, more work to do. Now, granted, once it hits a 10, we start back over at 1, right? But that is with knowing all the lessons that you did to get to where you are, right? It's better. Ooh, I love this. We got more strength energy. The moose, imposing, powerful, independent. Attitude is everything. Calm, cool, and collected. Confident and solidarity. Someone is super confident about themselves and the connection between each other. And first off, that is chariot energy, meaning there is nothing that's going to stop this energy. I know what I want, and there's nothing that is going to stop me because my willpower to see it happen is so damn strong. Sorry, wind. That's the kind of person you want a relationship with. Specifically masculine. Like, that's the only kind of masculine a feminine would entertain. But same for feminine. If you're wishy-washy, eventually that is just not gonna be attractive on male or masculine or feminine side. Okay, what we got here? Ooh, at some point, yeah, someone had to really handle their toxicity, their ego. They were under like a different idea, like this mask. You know what I mean? I can't do it with 2 hands and hold the cards with the wind. But yeah, someone was hiding some really very toxic ways. The snake and the mask. Silent treatment. And pretending to not care, not to be like, I even heard not to be involved, like pretending not to be involved. Does someone like really truly hide their feelings? I don't doubt it with this message in a bottle. Come on. They completely put their emotions into a bottle and threw it out to sea, hoping to God it would never come back, probably. But that was all ego-based, and it was definitely rooted in some toxic, like there's deception, jealousy, betrayal, backstab, toxic. But it's all like, it's from something, not you, not them. it was something outside of this. But I absolutely love that we've got the Princess of Cups and the Ten of Cups with the Strength card. I really feel like whatever this situation is now, it's kind of like ready to be, it's already matured and now it's ready to be shared. Anything else we can know before we end this? Mountain. That was the problem. If you have any kind of question about like what was the problem, if you're wondering, or this is a personal way, if you're wondering, well, what did I do? Like, if you're having any kind of self-doubt as far as like your insecurities like rising up about this connection, this is telling you there is no need to be worrying about what you did. There is nothing that you did. This is all like all the other person. And you know what is weird is I know the energy I'm feeling, but right now I just got this wave for some of you. This is all you. You have risen to a place where you're like, nah, I'm good. I'm just fine. I am the moose here. I don't need your connection any longer. So some of you might be having that response when communication hits. But we got the stork and the lily. This is all about transformation being achieved. Something that had longevity. It was a very long lesson. Very long lesson. But it was meant to, because it was such a big one. You had to take baby steps on this. This is like life-changing. And that's confirmed with Major Arcana. This was a big lesson for you. Or them, however it looks. But it felt really long and enduring. And I will say this, it does really still feel like that quantum entanglement of like, no, you're not together, but god dang it, do you not feel their energy all the time? Do you not see their car all the time? You see you hear their name all the time. That's quantum entanglement. You may not even hear or see this person, but they are constantly in your energy. So if you can get over that, you can surely get over whatever it was kind of connection you had in the 3D in real life. But man, the quantum entanglement energy is really hard to get over because, in my opinion, from my own experience, the only reason why it's still entertained in the ethers is because one person out of the two still has something to learn. So that until like it will always be there until one person that's like still keeping the door open learns what they need to learn. And then once that person learns whatever you or that person was supposed to teach you, until each person learns what that relationship was supposed to teach them, that energetic connection will still be there. And it's very frustrating when, if you're on the side that already has disconnected, you're like, okay, I've learned my lesson. I'm like deeply learned my lesson. I can like, and yet you still feel it. It's like, sometimes it's very frustrating when you're like, come on, man, like, talking to the other person, like, just learn whatever you need to learn. Let me free, but I don't know. It's very hard, so I get it. But I feel like here, it's definitely, the achievement has happened. The maturing has happened. The transformation has happened. But the stork is always still kind of a surprise. And so, in that sense, to go back to the original story, on some level, some of you will be receiving a surprise that has has longevity, but you do see the virtue. Oops, hold on. Sorry guys, my computer, if I go too long, it'll just shut the screen down. And I haven't gotten used to like changing it up, so it doesn't do that. Anyways, I've gone too long. I did not mean to go this far on the reading. So I hope this has helped, giving you some guidance, understanding. So I hope you guys take care, and remember that you're strong, and just be open with your communication. And if you don't know what that communication should be, then this is your sign to start figuring it out. So, all right, y'all take care. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye.